Do this before you look into any other data, metrics, or ask people for opinions on your goals. When you first set your running goal, it can seem really straightforward to begin with. This time sounds like a good time to run. It would just be great to finish the race. But it's once the training begins that the reality starts to set in and you start asking yourself questions such as, have I been a little bit over ambitious here? Or have I not been ambitious enough? And the overall outcome will be determined by how you respond to these questions and these doubts. Do you lose interest because it seems too unachievable or it's not exciting enough? Or do you overextend yourself and try to play catch up to hit that ambitious goal, then resulting in it impacting other areas of your life? Using my experience of hitting and missing multiple running goals and experiencing all of the things I just mentioned, I'm going to give you 4 steps to set the perfect running goal for you that will help you stay motivated to train towards it and to feel proud when you achieve it. Belief and gut feel. Now, I intentionally put this before everything else because sometimes naivety can be a positive thing. A little bit of naivety, that is. Without looking at anything else other than your own gut feel, what do you believe you can achieve in this race you're working towards or in your running career? What achievement would you be proud of when you eventually get there? Do this before you look into any other data, metrics, or ask people for opinions on your goals, because you understand yourself better than anyone else does. And this belief can carry you much further than you might initially think. Don't worry for now if this sounds crazy, because we'll get to that in a minute. During my time of setting different running goals for different race distances, I found that 9 times out of 10, my initial gut feel about what I can achieve, or my initial gut feel as I go through the training process, is very, very accurate. And it's actually when other opinions and data and content gets involved that I can actually cloud my initial judgment that was so accurate. I said that belief can carry you further than you think. However, there are still some fundamental facts that you won't be able to ignore when setting your goal. And at this point, it's worth checking in with those to make sure you're not setting yourself up for a dramatic failure. The fundamental fact that I've come to learn, and it's a great thing and a frustrating thing at times, is there aren't any real shortcuts to building fitness. You can be smart about your training. You can avoid injuries as best as possible. You can have dramatic gains, but ultimately there'll be a ceiling on what you can achieve within a certain amount of time. And that will be very individual, but you need to check in with it at this point. Look at your current performance, look at your strength, look at your current volume, look at your lifestyle, and compare this to the peak you need to be at to achieve this goal. Is when I've set a too ambitious time in a too short period that I've sustained most of my injuries. So make sure you don't do the same. At this point, you can check in with people that are more experienced with you. Get their take on what you're trying to achieve. But remember to always have your own view on this and don't be too clouded by their judgment, whether they're overly positive or overly negative. Now, based on everything you found out during this phase, you might need to adjust the time frame of your original goal. It doesn't mean you can't ever achieve it. It just might mean you have to move it. And also be prepared to be flexible about the goal. If you've got 3 months, 4 months until the race, you might be able to change it 2 months out, 1 month out. Step 3 is about the personal factors that are individual to you. And this is what's going to determine how much effort and consistency you will put in towards this goal. I said before about setting a goal that you would be proud to achieve. But what is actually driving you to hit that goal? What do you feel you will gain from achieving it? What's going to keep you working towards it when things get hard? When perhaps you do get an injury that sets you back a few weeks, or the weather is terrible and you still need to go out for that run. How well do you know yourself and how you react to having goals? Do they overwhelm you? Do you prefer to have them be over a longer duration? Do short-term goals make you overtrain and potentially injure yourself, like I find happens to me? And if this is your first race, first time really going at a running goal, it could just be that you need more experience to understand how your body reacts to training, how you react to achieving goals. And there's just a little bit of trial and error this time around. Once you look at all these personal factors, your goal should really start to take shape. And the final step, and the one that's helped me the most, is defining some guiding principles that you will put in place in pursuit of this goal. Now that might sound deep, but it's as deep as you want it to be. Ultimately, you're looking at what makes you happy and what are the other areas of your life that you need to consider when you take on a goal like this. For me, this is about making sure that I don't stop doing things that I enjoy in pursuit of a running goal. I don't start trying to lose weight. I don't skip social occasions. I don't compare myself too much to the progress of others. And I make sure I keep the training fun and add variety into it. Have a think what some of your guiding principles might be. And then, once you've gone through all the 4 steps, put your goal, your guiding principles in the comments, and it'll be fascinating to see what people come up with. Thanks for watching. Really hope it was useful. Like and subscribe if it was.